Hello everyone, welcome to my video. So in this video I want to share with you guys a few reasons why you should not buy the Canon RF 35mm F1.8 STM macro for video only. Don't get me wrong, this lens is just very good on its own. You know, we have the 35mm focal length right there that a lot of people love, and we have the F1.8, and we have this very small size compact macro capability, and also its price. You know, the price of this lens is not that expensive compared to like Panasonic or like the Sony side of thing, you know. So this lens costs like 500 US dollars something. It's not cheap by any means, but it's just cheaper than, you know, brand new lens from Panasonic for the L mount or things like that, you know. And you have those macro capability, things like that, as I said, you know, and also the image stabilization. That's very good on this lens. But if you do talking head video like this lens behave one thing so badly that I really don't like. And that reason alone that I said this lens is not good for video, and this lens is not, you know, what you want for your video talking head things like this. Okay, so those things has to do with the focus transition. If you do talking head video like this, so you want your lens to keep your focus very stable on you, and you don't want to see any kind of jumping all over your footage, especially at the corner, you know. So this lens is behave so badly on that scenario. Even I'm talking head like this, I'm not moving too much, I'm just like regular people when you're talking, like you want to show something like this, and you will see at the corner of the video the footage, the focus transitioning. I mean, it just jump, things like that. And I try to figure out what's the problem that caused that transitioning is not smooth. You know, maybe the image stabilization on the lens, maybe the, you know, the image stabilization on the body of the R6 Mark II, and I disable all of those and I try to test again and again, and I still face the same thing. You know, it just jumping all over the footage. It's not hunting on my face, you know, even though it still keep me on focus very well, but it just the transition, the micro adjustment on the autofocus side of thing at the background there, it just things like that. You hope you guys understand that. Let me share with you guys the comparison between this combo set, the 35 F1.8 on my Canon R6 Mark II compared to my Panasonic Lumix S5 Mark IIX with the Sigma 24mm f1.4, and you will see the difference in that comparison. Take a look. Okay guys, this is the footage that I'm filming myself, what I normally do on my another channel. So I have my Panasonic footage right here. It starts with letter P, as you guys can see here, P blah blah blah, things like that. This is the Panasonic Lumix S5 Mark IIX with the Sigma 24mm f1.8. The same location, the same lighting, except for that background light I forgot to add on this footage. So let's take a look at the Panasonic footage first. You know, take a look at this. So it play good. Let me just zoom, like do this like 100%. You know, take a look at the background, how this thing behave. You know, does it jumping or things like that. So this is, as you guys can see, the transition here, it's smooth, you know, it's very smooth, it's okay. Normally when we talk, we just move things here a little bit like this, you know. So I found that there is no hunting, there is no jumping at all with my Panasonic camera with the 24mm. Now let's take a look at the Canon footage here. This is the Canon R6 II with that lens, the 35mm f2.8, you know. So we are at the same, you know, zoom like 100%. So I'm gonna take a look at this corner right here. So pay attention guys, you will see that, you know, it just, as you guys can see, it's not that smooth. It's not that smooth. Okay, let me take okay, another footage here. Okay, another one here, as you guys can see right there. You guys can see right there. You can see right there. Yes, it just jumping. The AF transitioning, I mean. So this is what I'm doing right now here. I'm not doing any crazy movement. I'm just talking like what I normally do with my Panasonic camera, things like that. Things like this. This is normally I did. I'm just talking, moving thing. Take a look at the Canon. Take a look at this. Yeah, look at the background. Yes, it's always like this. If you are the viewer, you may not care. You're not gonna pay attention on that. But if you the owner, if you own a camera and you want sometime, you will see this, and it will just so annoying. Take a look at that. The footage is just like jumping. I don't know how to say. Yeah. Have you seen this? Hopefully you guys can understand me. This is I really don't want to see in my footage, at the corner especially, but fortunately it didn't do anything like that on my face, it kept me on focus all the time, So I am on focus right now. I have no problem, but take a look at the corner. You will see there is different field of view, jumping from here to there, blah blah blah, things like that, which is really annoying in my opinion. Okay, take a look at this corner right here. You will see. Look at look at this table right here. It's moving. The table is just moving. You will see that. Yeah. This is very bad. It should not like this. Now take a look at my Panasonic camera here and look at the focus transitioning. It didn't do any hunting, it didn't do any jumping at all or whatsoever. As you guys can see, even I move back and forth a little bit here and there. The focus is just super smooth, it didn't do jumping as I said. Is it focus breathing? I don't know, maybe. Right. So that is the problem that I'm facing with this lens, with my, here it is. So this is the only main problem that I'm facing with this Canon 35mm F1.8. It still have another issue, like autofocus is very slow, and the motor autofocus is very loud, in photo mode especially. But those thing I can live with it, slow autofocus, I think I'm okay with it. I guess I just can wait, things like this, it's not that bother me too much. But as I said, the big problem is this kind of thing, the focus transitioning. It's just so annoying. I don't want to see this in my footage at all. Even it didn't do on my face, but my background video, it's just super jumpy. I have no idea what is going on with this lens. Is it because of my copy or because of the AF system on the Canon itself? I don't know. But I've been searching, watching like 100 video on YouTube. I see the same thing. Those people share the same thing, but they didn't mention it. They just said it autofocus good, but they just don't mention the autofocus transitioning at the background, it doing thing, jumping, things like that. They didn't say that, So that's it, what I want to share with you guys about this Canon 35mm F1.8. As I said, don't get me wrong, if this thing doesn't bother you, if you think this is not a big problem for you, there you go. This lens is just so good for the money, 35mm, macro capability, stabilization, things like that. Of course it does make noise, especially in photo mode, guys. In 2024, you use this super premium camera. This is not a cheap camera by any means, and your camera sound like a monster. Let me share with you guys. This lens is really loud. Okay, let me turn it on. Now I am on photo mode. It extending out. This is this is very strange. Yeah, that's the sound is, but for video is not that much. But sometimes if it's hunting, if it's struggling in focus, the sound from the autofocus motor, it will produce sound a little bit as well, but not as much as photo kind of thing, you know. And as I said, the autofocus here, it kind of slow sometimes, but not a big deal to me, you know. It's smooth by the way, but it just this thing, you know, this thing this thing, it's just so annoying. I hate it and I don't like it. So hope you found this video useful, and that's it for me right now, and I see you in the next video. Bye.